I know what you're probably wondering, and it's a good question. You're probably wondering, why is that young man in that fine football shirt stood in front of Pinball Perfection, the finest pinball machine that's ever been made, holding a black box? Good things to wonder. Well, I'll tell you why. Because inside this black box is a mod, and it's a mod for Deadpool. Now, I loves me a bit of Deadpool, as I'm sure you know if you're a regular watcher of the channel. I love modding Deadpool. Well, my favourite mod so far. I'll have to take this off because I've got the old pin protectors on there. My favourite mod so far is this wonderful airbrush in here. We'll have a little closer look in a bit. I've got some throwing stars, which are really good, solid metal, polished throwing stars on the pop bumpers. They're really good. The pop bumper caps, the disco glitter ball mod. Not so much, to be honest with you. A bit of a waste of time, in my opinion. Certainly a load of money I'll never get back. I love the hilt mod for the top of the sword, the katana ramp, collie wobbles, magnificent plastics. There's plenty of mods in this game. But I think, and I suspect, that this one here may well top the lot. If you recognise the packaging, you recognise the box, don't be fooled, because actually a Stumblor Pinball, which is obviously Davey, his Tokyo neon sign came in exactly the same box. However, this is not from Stumblor Pinball, although it does incorporate some of his technology. It's from a new company. The new company is called Hot Mods, and the technology in this is very, well, I say it's very similar to the Tokyo Neon Sign and Godzilla that Stumblor Pinball did. It's exactly the same technology. It has one of Stumblor Pinball's lollipop boards in it. If you like that mod for Godzilla, the Tokyo Neon Sign, and you also love Deadpool and you own a Deadpool as well, you're going to want to get yourself one of these. Now, this is not going to be in this installation video, far from it. There will be people, I believe Collie Wobbles is probably going to do one of those, and what we'll do is, once he's done that, we'll link that on the bottom of this video so you can have a look how to install it. I'll take you through everything on here, from the extensive instructions to the bit of sound foam. I'll use that in the bath later to wash myself. There's lots of cables, there's lots of instructions, there's Stumblor Pinball's lollipop board, as well as the modification itself. It's a Hellhouse sign for the scoop. It's absolutely beautiful. So I'm going to stop recording now, stop waffling, and I'm going to get this installed. And the next time you see me, you probably won't see me actually, probably me holding the camera, I will show you the finished and installed version of this pretty cool mod. So the modification is now installed, and the first thing I'll say is, look, if I can do it, anyone can do it. Honestly, I am not technically minded at all. But if I can follow the instructions and get it installed, then you can. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to fire it up. And I hope you'll be able to see, just even from this angle, the detail on the bullet holes on the Hellhouse scoop. You see little throwing stars that are on there as well? I don't know how much the camera is going to pick up here. But it's some really lovely attention to detail. Hopefully you can see that. Hopefully that'll focus. There we go. Okay, so I'm switching it on now, but what I've done is I've actually turned off the lights that are illuminating it, because I want you to actually see the natural lights of the sign itself. I'm just going to take down the exposure and the ISO levels on the camera. And immediately you can see that. Now, I'm only doing it on the camera. You don't have to do that. If you're in real life, the sign is very, very vibrant. It's just these cameras are never great at picking up all the colours. And even now, I'm looking at it in a sort of orangey colour. It's not. It's a very vibrant red. I just wonder if I can sort of take that down a little bit so you can see it even more. As you'll know with this game, well, you can see on the backboard, just at the back, sort of over there, you have T-Rex, which is green. Now, when you're in T-Rex mode, this Hellhouse scoop is going to flash green. When you're in Juggernaut mode, red. Mystique mode, white. Sabertooth, yellow. Megalodon, blue. You get the general idea. But there's also a load of different flashing sequences on here. It goes crazy when the scoop's lit up. When you hit that final knockout blow shot, It really is magnificent. I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to show you now a little bit of gameplay. I'll keep the camera fixed on the sign as I'm playing the game, but I mean, I feel this has really finished it off. Really, really finished that game off, as I hope you can see there. It's amazing. It's really good. And obviously, with Stumblor's lollipop technology as well, you can actually configure this to do whatever you want it to do, but the preset settings on it are perfect. I'm not going to touch this. I'm going to leave it just as it is. Let's rig it up and have a little game. Now, I'm not going to play the game. The glass is off. There's no point. If you're looking at this mod, you probably own this game anyway. So let's just cut to the bits that you want to know. So let's just start off a game. I'll plunge the ball. Once it comes out of those pops, there's the ball there. So you can hopefully see now the scoop is flashing. If I pop the ball into there, which would be a shot there, now watch. So I'm actually going to choose Sabretooth. And now you can see it's gone to battle. Look at the scoop. The scoop changed to yellow. So it's now flashing yellow because I'm on Sabretooth mode. I'll hit a shot. Just flashes again, lets me know I've hit a shot. Let's hit another one. We'll just try and finish the mode. My words, you have to excuse me. Nearly dead. She says I can't even get the ball around there. There we go. That'll help. So I've got to do one more shot, I think, just to... Okay, so now you'll see the scoop's lit, and it's telling me very much, the sign is saying, so it's flashing between yellow and red, it's telling me to hit it, which is... I can't... Let me just try and pop that in there, there you go. Little sequence for finishing it. As I understand it, there's another update now. So it's going to kick that ball back out, and I've completed Sabretooth. And as you saw, that was yellow. Absolutely lovely. I'll tell you what. Let's try and get a few other things going. We'll see if we can get a quest going. The reason I want to do that is I want to choose Megalodon, or I want to choose T-Rex, so we can see a different colour on there. So I'm going to choose Megalodon because I quite this is the blue. So I'm going to click Megalodon now, and you'll see this once it pops out should turn blue, telling me that I'm in Megalodon mode. And there we go. I mean, it's a really rich blue as well. I don't know how much you can see of that on here. It really is absolutely lovely, gorgeous, gorgeous. It's so vibrant. Such a vibrant mod. I love these things that are being done now. It's probably quite a hard one to do. Megalodon. It's hard at the best of times. Oh, I actually got one then. They got another one. Another one. Oh, I think I might be. No, not quite. One more. That's not going to quite kill him. Surely I've nearly done it now. There you go. So hit the Hellhouse scoop now to finish the mode. Really nice. I just wanted to finish up the video just by sharing a couple of things with you. It's now been a couple of days since I've initially installed this. And I've got to say, this is one of my most favourite mods. It really is. There's been so much good work done on the modern games, particularly Godzilla. You just know when Foo Fighters comes out, that's going to have, well, it is out, but when it starts hitting the UK, that's going to have a load of mods made for it as well. And I've really noticed that the technology's changed in these most recent mods. So one of my main criticisms with the glitter ball there is I want the glitter ball. I want to be able to program when the glitter ball comes on. If I do, for instance, an orbit, I want the glitter ball to come on. Disco multi-ball, that's when I want the glitter ball to come on. I want to decide, basically. And I think what's happened is Davey Stumblor's lollipop system has allowed mods to do that. So now when I'm looking back on the older mods, they're not creating the pinball moments that I want. And I think what Davey's doing is he's making a canvas that other people can paint on. Sorry, when I say Davey, it's Stumblor Pinball. He's making a canvas, and these boards very much allow anybody to do that. And that's why this Hellhouse scoop sign works so well. There's 2 component parts with it. It's made of really, I don't know what it's made of, whatever the resin or however it's been made is really good. It doesn't feel cheap at all. It feels quality. It feels heavy. If you've got a Tokyo Neon sign, the material is exactly the same as that. The hand painted, the claw marks of Wolverine, where Wolverine has clawed the side of the Hellhouse sign, the throwing stars, the bullet holes, the way they've been hand painted. So you've got the quality of the mod itself and the way it looks. You've got the invention of when it should come on, when it should light up, at what points during the game it should light up. So you've got all the creativity of that. Then you've got the application of having, I guess, the software and the hardware of having the lollipop board in there, which just allows, I think, the creator, in this instance, Hot Mods, to make something that triggers and has the lights come on in whatever sequence and whatever colours at the point when they decide. And it's exactly the same with Paul Jazz Bush's Atomic Godzilla. That's exactly the same, and I really like what people are doing with this stuff, because I think it's dragging mod making sort of into the future, and it's making sort of everything else look more dated. So now I'm looking at this glitter ball, and I think I don't want to just have this glitter ball plugged in and spinning all the time. I want it to be working during moments. And if I can do this, I really want to reiterate this, I'm not technically minded at all. If I can install this and get this stuff to work, anybody can. I don't know how well you can see it. This is on my phone. This is actually the interface that allows me, that if I want to, I can customise that Hellhouse scope. And it just says Lollipops 1.5 Hellhouse. Now, I'm using this. This is from Stumblor Pinball. You may even be able to see I can choose what colour the sign is. I can choose the sequence, the patterns, when it displays it. It really is completely customisable, and I'm absolutely thrilled with this. So John from Hot Mods, who's made this, John, you've done a fantastic job, mate. I really, really enjoy it. I'm glad I fitted it myself, and I just think it's really brought something else to the game. And now when I look at this pinball machine, and I look at the other mods that I've put in there, the models that I've put in there, the throwing stars, which are absolutely great, the hilt on the katana ramp sword, and everything, particularly, I've got to say as well, Collywobble's wonderful plastics here, which really sort of diffuse the light. It was already looking more vibrant. Again, things like the airbrushing and the speaker lights obviously all help. It almost looks unrecognisable from the game that I bought. And this is, I don't want to call it just a cherry on the top. This really has added to the game. And I can't stress highly enough, I've tried to colour grade some of the images on here so you can get a grasp of how vibrant the light is on here. And it doesn't do it justice. The camera does not do this justice. I just say, if you get one of these, you will not be disappointed at all. If you want to get your hands on one of these, actually, I don't know how you get your hands on one of these. I think it might be a Pinside post. I'll find out the details. I'll pop them in the description underneath this video. And I'm really excited to see what these guys, what all of the mod makers, and we've got some great, I think something we can be very proud of. We've got some great mod making happening in the UK now. I'm really excited to see what all of the guys come up with next. If you've got a Deadpool machine, link will be in the description below. Go and grab yourself one of these. You won't regret it.